Bullies aren't just on the playground or online. Family or friends can shame, scold, or even school us when it comes to our finances. October is Bullying Awareness Month, and local financial professional Mike Coynan joins us now to share 4 of the most common money bullies and tips really to stand up to them. I like this topic. This is a good one. Mike, thanks for stopping by.
It was a pleasure to be here.
And we're going to start there. Explain, I'm looking through this and I'm like, you know what, we all kind of do have money bullies in our life. But what do you mean by that?
Yeah, money bullies can be usually the people close to you. They're going to be your coworkers, they're going to be your friends, your family, and unfortunately sometimes your financial advisors tend to be bullies at times. They're trying to give you that good advice, but they're usually stepping over the toes and going a little bit too far, and they're actually hurting you and causing strain in that relationship.
And let's talk about the most common. There are 4 types of money bullies you've identified for us.
Yeah, the first one is the expert. They know something about everything. So they're the ones that are just going to know what you need to do. It's their way. Unfortunately, the expert, they're just so overconfident about everything that they don't even get advice themselves. And we find out the people they're giving advice to, the people they're giving advice to is doing better than the expert. So just be very careful with those people who know everything about something.
And the one-upper.
We all know these people.
Yes.
Keeping up with the Joneses, right? So no matter, I think this is a common coworker story. You tell somebody, hey, I did so good in my retirement account, I made this much money. Well, they made more. I'm putting 12% of my 401k, so I feel really good about it. Oh, but I'm putting 15%. So you're never doing good enough with them. So just stay away from them.
And the shamer, they always, they don't make you feel very good.
No, and usually that's, unfortunately, a lot of times a family, because they feel like they have a duty to tell you what you're doing wrong. So if maybe you spent $5,000 on a vacation, well, they're going to tell you, boy, you could have put that in your retirement account. You lost all these years of compound growth and you're hurting your retirement plan, and they just make you feel bad, or any other financial decision. I just had a phone call from a client the other day who moved the rest of her accounts with me, and she got yelled at on the phone by her advisor who lost the business. And unfortunately, that happens more often than not. It shouldn't happen at all.
The disciplinarian now, is this actually a bad person in your life?
Yeah,
it sounds good to me.
It sounds like a good, as a parent, a good disciplinarian, but when it comes to money, usually these are the extremists, out there. They feel there's one way to success, and that's their way. And they don't look at any other ways. They're the ones that say you don't even use credit cards, cash is king, they don't care about credit scores. It's just one way to success, and it's that way. So you have to be really careful. It could be almost kind of like cultish when you look at it that way.
Okay, and speaking of being careful, what do we do? How do we stand up to these bullies?
Well, I think you have to, in order to stand up, and not to be confrontational with them, but you have to get your confidence back about your retirement plan. And what I think most people don't have the confidence to tell them no, because they're really not confident about it, do they have enough? So that's where you need to get together with your financial professional advisor, develop that plan. So you find out, what is your contribution plan, how much are you going to contribute to your IRAs, 401ks, and keep increasing that. And then have that plan when you get to retirement. How are you going to distribute that money? How are you going to take your money out of your accounts? When you're going to file for Social Security, pensions, things like that. So once you have that put together, now you have the confidence what retirement looks like. You can just tell them politely, I'm good. I have this all figured out.
And I find that as Minnesotans and as Wisconsinites as well, maybe perhaps we're not that comfortable talking about money, but maybe the bottom line here is be careful about who you actually are having those conversations with.
Yeah, I don't want to get nosy in people's books. Some people want to get nosy in my situation. I just say, open up your checkbook and your book work first, then I'll show you mine. So just be polite about it. We don't need to get in everybody's business.
All right, good tips. Mike, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me again.
As always. Well, stay with us,